I've known Brad for a long time. I've known him from afar. I've always heard about his ability as a hockey person, his assessments of players, his leadership skills. I've gotten to know him, and as we've worked together, as we've worked in the league but not together, and always really liked him and admired him for the qualities that he brings. But over the last little while, getting to spend some time with Brad in person has really confirmed with me what a lot of my colleagues and friends say, that he treats people well. He's a smart hockey person. He's an experienced manager. He's a good manager of people. And I just think that we're really excited to have him come here. I think it was an added bonus that Brad has not only had experience with the Coyotes, but also has had experience in a Canadian market. And again, like I said, as the more we talked, the more time we spent together, I just thought that Brad would be an excellent fit for Toronto to help us get to the next level. So I'd like to introduce Brad Treliving as the 18th general manager in Toronto Maple Leafs history. And over to Brad.
Thanks, Brendan. A little warm in here. There's a turnout. They told me you guys follow the game over here. So first of all, I just want to thank Brendan and the entire Toronto Maple Leafs ownership group, MLSE. It's been a great process getting to know Brendan. As we said earlier on at the beginning, regardless how it goes, I think in this game, anytime you can form and create and build relationships, it's important. So regardless of whatever the outcome was, as Brendan knows, we've known each other a long time, but never really spent a lot of time. We joked, a good player that I had back in the day, Rafi Torres, we had in Phoenix, and in Brendan's former life, I was spending a lot of time with Brendan with Rafi there for a little bit of time. But so thank you to Brendan, thank you to everybody. Before I go too much further, I first want to make a couple of comments of Calgary. First of all, the city, the fans of Calgary. It was our home for 9 years. Raised our kids there. It's a very special place to us. The people are very special. The city's very special, and it'll always have a warm place in our heart. I got the pleasure to work for Murray Edwards, the entire Flames ownership group. Murray's a great owner, has been a great mentor to me, and John Bean, again, a good friend, a great professional mentor. Don Maloney, who's been a close friend of mine in the business for a long time. They're in great hands there, and I wish Connie all the success in the world as he takes over the manager job. Most importantly, the players and staff. I get close to the people I work with. I believe that you don't manage these days. Some do, some may. You don't manage from an office up in the building. You manage with the people. You're shoulder to shoulder with the people, and the group there, the players, the staff, I'm close with to this day and will be for the rest of our lives. So to them, good luck. I wish them all the very best, except for a couple of games a year. Now to Toronto. I've seen people sit in the seat before and they talk about it's Toronto. And until you're here, I don't think you really understand it. As we were going through this process with Brendan and we're talking to my family and my girls and sort of the close network that I rely on and lean on, we kept coming back to it's the Leafs. And you guys are all, you live it every day. From the outside, we don't get to live it, but there's a special feeling when you come in here as a visitor, when you come in here scouting, when you come in here as when you were young as a fan. It's the Leafs. It means something. And so to me, I sit in front of you today excited, humbled, looking at this as a great opportunity, but also know this is a great responsibility. There's a responsibility to the fans, the people that follow this team, the people that work here, but our players. To me, that's where we want to get to. I've got a responsibility to that group here to help them get to the level that we're trying to attain to. The real draw at the end of the day, when you look at all the things surrounding this place, and it's a special place, the draw is the team. We're hockey people at the end of the day. And this is a really good team. It's led by world-class players. It's hard to get It's hard to get talent. They've got talent. Like I said, I get to watch this from a far lens. To get to work with these athletes is going to be very, very special. I know there's been heartache and there's been some frustration in terms of of where we've been in the playoffs lately. It's a hard league, but this team has put themselves in a position, and we're going to try to keep putting ourselves in a position to keep knocking on the door, keep knocking on the door, keep knocking on the door, and eventually push through. So, again, thank you to Brendan. Thank you for everyone for showing up. I'm excited. We want to get through this stuff and get to work. So thank you very much.